Kai Sato, a rising star in the world of basketball with aspirations of making it to the NBA. He joined the Hiroshima Dragonflies in Japan, where he further elevated his performance, contributing to the team's success with consistent scoring and playmaking. Currently, Kai is making waves with the Yokohama B-Corps, where he has become a key player, demonstrating his ability to adapt.
Okay, so welcome to today's meeting. Today's tutorial, we are doing CapCut, how to edit a full video in CapCut for our Faceless channels. As you can see, this is my voiceover over here. And usually when the voiceover comes, you need to do some prep work before you start editing. You need to cut out all the white spaces in between. So let me add the voiceover again for you to see how usually it appears. So I'm going to lock this one. Okay, so this is the voiceover, right?
Kai Sato, a rising star in basketball with aspirations of making it to the NBA. Hailing from a diverse background, Kai has faced numerous challenges that have shaped.
Alright, so that's the voiceover. And as you can see, there are a lot of pauses in between, like these empty spaces. And you need to get rid of them before you start editing. So in order to do that, just like Premiere Pro, you click on the timeline so that the playhead will appear where you want to cut. Then you click on the voice and you use these controls. We have split, we have delete left, we have delete right. But usually use the first one, which is split. So you click on split, then you move the playhead to where you want to cut again. Then you can use either delete left to clear it, then you push it so that it will join. Right? Don't leave it there. Just, you see when you cut it, there's a space here, so you have to click and hold and drag and push it. Then you come to the next side, click on it again, come and repeat. Split, or you can use your mouse this time around after you click split to drag it, like to remove the space. Then you have to eyeball it well. You can also zoom. You see this control right here? This is the zoom in and zoom out. So you can zoom in so that you can see it well. And then you drag, click and hold and drag it back to join it. So you repeat this entire process until you have gotten all the white space or dead space out. And use the split again to remove it. But this time you have to click here and then press delete on your keyboard to delete. So right now I've showed you 3 ways you can delete the white space or the dead space or the long pauses from the voiceover so that everything sounds smooth. Okay, so after you are done, you can just play back and then check to see everything is okay.
Kai Sato, a rising star in the world of basketball with aspirations.
You see, so now the voice,
Hailing from a diverse background, Kai has faced
the voice is
challenges that
smooth.
have shaped his character.
It doesn't have those pauses in it, right? Yeah, so I've already done that already last night before in anticipation of this tutorial, so I'm going to delete it. This is no more needed because I already have it down. This is it. I've done it from beginning to end. I didn't want to do it in the tutorial because it will take long. So I've already arranged my items. So I have my backgrounds, my PNGs, sound effects, music, the footage that I'll be using for the editing, and the resources, usually the subscribe buttons and other stuff. Okay, I keep mine in the resources folder. So open the resource folder. I think this is my subscribe button. So to add something to the timeline on CapCut, you can click and drag like this, and it will appear on the timeline. Or place the playhead wherever you want to add the item, and then just click on the plus icon, and it will come. Alright, so those are the 2 ways you can add stuff to the timeline in CapCut. Okay, so now this is the subscribe button. And usually subscribe buttons have green screen, right? So when you have a green screen like this for your subscribe button, you make sure that you've clicked on the clip with the green screen, right? And then you come here where it says remove background. Click on that one. Then you see auto removal and chroma key. You're going to use chroma key. So you can click the arrow down to show you the options. Then you check the option over here. Check this box, right? Good. So when you check the box, it will activate the option over here, which says color picker. Click on the dropper over here and move your mouse to the green screen. Okay, so you see, when you move your mouse to the green screen, this circle will appear, and then now the green screen is gone. But it's not until you click, it's still there. So if I move my mouse away, the green screen is still there. So to get rid of it, you need to click, right? So now that I've clicked, it's gone. And as you can see, the green has been highlighted, has been picked over here. Let me put the footage behind the subscribe button so that you can see the effect. Okay, you let me add a random footage. So yeah, so at this point, to add footages, when you open your folder, or if you haven't created your folder yet, you see that the top here says import. So you can just click on import. and select the footage you want. Okay, so you see the footage has been added to CapCut. Okay, so you can drag it to the timeline right here. Okay, so you see that? Yeah, now if you watch closely, the subscribe button still has the green line thing around it, right? Good. So with your mouse clicked on the subscribe button and increase the intensity. As you increase the intensity, the green around the subscribe button will begin to disappear or fade. So you can just eyeball it a bit. You increase more, then you check. If you are okay with it, like the way this one is completely gone, I'm okay with this. You can leave it like that. Okay. You can use the scale to reduce it. You see right now it has been reduced to 76% and it has come up. I want to bring it down small. So you can click and drag it down. Bring it down. Then you see the position has changed. That's the y axis. Maybe you want to send it to the left a bit. The x-axis will change. Maybe to the right. That one too will change. Okay. But usually we leave it in the middle. Okay. Let's get started with the raw editing. These are just like prep work you have to do first. Another thing that you need to know is how to generate captions. So we're going to do that. And in this type of content we are doing, usually you need some text for like important words and stuff like that, right? Yeah. To generate the captions, come up here where it says text. Then look for auto captions over here. Click on it. Make sure the language is English. Then you click on generate. Now it will generate the captions for you. And another important thing, CapCut uses internet to do all these things. So make sure that when you are working with CapCut, you have internet access. Otherwise, all these features will not work. Yeah. So the captions are done. And I've added captions. You see that it has created its own layer at the top. At first, this wasn't there. So I can undo it, Control Z. You see it's gone. Right? And you can bring it back. Since you've already generated it, you can bring it back. Go to menu, click on edit, recovery. It will bring it back. So the layer has been added. I'll need this along the line. Captions are added. I'll need it along the line. But for now, it can just be there. So you can turn it off by clicking on the icon over here. It says high track. And let's turn it off and then it will be gone. Okay, so let me remove this for now. I don't need this yet. Alright, so let's get started. Also turn this off.
Kai Sato, a rising star in the world of basketball with aspirations of making it to the NBA. Hailing from a diverse background, Kai's faith.
Okay, so they're basically talking about the guy's life and how he started in basketball. And in anticipation, I downloaded some of the content. I couldn't get all, but I'll get the rest as we are working. Downloaded some, so I already have this folder over here with some of the footages that I would need. Okay, so I want this picture. I downloaded this picture some while ago. I want to see whether we can use it in the beginning. Now, this part I want you to pay attention because we are going to turn this picture, as you can see over here, to a PNG. Yeah, to a PNG, and it's easy to do in CapCut. So I have some background options over here that I usually use. I'll share them with you later so that you can try them in your editing. So you can pick any of them. You can mix them. Use different along the video so that it will be interesting. Alright, I've added it to the timeline, and as you can see, there's black and black here. I want it to be big, so go ahead and increase the size over here a bit. If you want to bring it down, you can bring it down. So, okay, good. So that's my background I'm using for the video. And I want to add some effects before I add my image. So over here at the top, you see the effects. You click on it. It will load. Once again, CapCut uses internet. So if you don't have internet, all these effects will not load. Okay. Alright, so this effect over here called vignette. It will make it a bit darker for me, and I like that. As you can see, it's there. 100%. You can adjust however you want. Okay. So that's the vignette, and I want to add this one called blur. I'm going to add it. Now the blur, this one is too much for me. 50% is too much for me. So I'm going to decrease it. Maybe give it like, 12 is good. 12 is good. See, that's added a new track for me. There's one already on top, but that's for the subscribe button. I don't want to put anything there apart from the subscribe button. So let me even lock it. So when I added the guys this thing, see that as I add, let me do it again once more so that you see. Now that this one is locked, look. So you click on the picture, you drag it down, and as you are dragging, you see that there's a line that will appear on top of where you want to put it. Then you just release, and it is placed right over there, and you just adjust it how you want it. Okay, so This is the picture. Now, I want to remove this whole background. I don't need this background. So how do I do that? You come to remove background over here. Make sure the picture is clicked. Come to remove background and click on auto removal. Check this box over here. You do that, CapCut will remove the background for you automatically. Now, the auto removal doesn't work with all images. Some of them, right? This one like this, it works with it. I'll show you an example of an image where it doesn't work with it along the line, but for now, let's keep things moving. Now, you can adjust this, make it bigger or smaller, however you want. I mean, I think this size is a bit okay, but I want to make it bigger, small, and then bring it down a bit. Okay, and now I want to animate the image. Okay, so in order to do that, you come to animations over here to give you a lot of options for you to choose from. But I want it to come from the bottom up. So that one is slide up. And you click on it. You see, it has applied that effect for me. So it will animate from the bottom up every time. You see that? Good. Now, I remembered one effect I need to add on the background. Stop motion. It gives the illusion that the background is moving from the left to the right. So you click on effect, you come to motion, and this is it over here. It's called 3D Pro Zoom. So I'm going to click and drag it to my background. And you can see it's applying the 3D Pro Zoom. So wait for it to finish. So it has finished applying. Now move your playhead to the back and watch carefully. Let me make this big. You see it? Let me do it again so that you can see it again. Right now the image is just still. This image, the PNG, but I want it to move, like not like it should shake, but it should swing a bit. And there's an effect for that. It's called rebound swing. This is it over here. Rebound swing. So click and drag, and then you put it on it. Now, usually when you apply it, though they already have their properties set, yeah, but it's a bit fast for me, so we'll tamper with this more and then reduce it.
Rising star in the world of
See the way the
basketball
image is moving?
aspirations.
Yeah, but it's a bit fast for me, so I like to reduce it a bit. Usually around here somewhere, yeah, which is okay for me. So let's play.
A rising star in the world of basketball aspirations. Making it.
This is good. This is good. Okay, let's continue. Now I'm going to make it a compound clip. Now a compound clip is when you join two layers together, like this PNG and this background. You can join them together. So alt, first you need to select them, right? Sorry, you can highlight them like this and select them, or you can click on the first one, come and click on Control to select the second one, and then you press Alt G on your keyboard to make it a compound clip, or you right click over here and you click on this compound clip, create compound clip, and that's the keyboard shortcut. Click on it. Now it's a compound clip. Okay, all right, and that is called leak 2. Yeah, this one over here. So click and drag it. Now with the effect also, you can put it on the video or the footage like this. You see, it has created a layer over here. Okay, so let me delete it for now and add it on the compound clip. Okay, and as you can see, they look too harsh. So I want to reduce it. So we're going to reduce the blur to like 11 or 10. The filters will come down. Yeah, I think this looks good. Alright, let's continue. I want to add the name, his name. Okay, so let me turn on my captions. Yeah, this is the name. This is over here. So click on it. This is the name over here, but it's wrong. So always check the spelling. CapCut, sometimes the name they get it wrong, and some words they mess it up. So always check the spelling. Make sure that you're getting it right. Alright, so this is the name over here. Now we can increase the font size. Always when you're making the video, keep in mind that we want to maximize the retention of the video. Like we want the audience to watch more than 60 or 70% of the video. If they watch 100%, hallelujah, but we are aiming for that 70%, because the more they watch the video, the more ads they watch and the more money we generate on the channel. Okay, so this is the name. Actually, I brought it up because I want it to be at the top, and then I want to change the font size. Like I said, the font size I use is Resolve. XY resolve. Oh, okay, that's made it bigger. So let me reduce it. So right now I'm reducing the font size. Okay, so 22, but I still want it big. So I'll come and increase the scale. The scale is here. Okay, this is it. I think this is okay. Now I want to add a glow effect. So you scroll down so you find a glow effect. This is the glow effect over here. This one. So check the box. You can see now the glow has been applied. All right. And then drag the text to the beginning. Delete all these ones because I want his name to be the only thing on the screen as a text. Okay. And I want to apply an animation. So come to the animation side over here. Click on it. And now, because it's a text, they have given us different animations for the text. Right? There are so many options to choose from, but I usually like to go with type 2. So as you are working, you guys can explore the different types of animation. Okay, it has been applied. Now I want to put this text behind the PNG, but in front of the background. And we already have a compound clip, right? But compound clips, like I said, they can be undone. In order to undo it, right click on the compound clip and then click over here which says undo compound clip. Now keep in mind that the effect I put on it, remember I put some leak 2 effect on it. Once I undo the compound clip, it will be removed. So if we undo it, and now you can see it's on a separate track. They are on 2 separate tracks. Good. So I want to bring this all the way, click and drag and scroll. Bring all the way down here. So that you see that line now it's in between. See that now the name is in between the background and then the PNG itself. This is the effect I'm going for. Now, so for the text, I want there to be a sound effect. I already have some sound effects I put over there from the previous editing. So let me delete this one since I need it. I think I only need the first one for the image, which is a whoosh. Yeah, for the image, and then I need a typing effect for the text. This is my sound effects folder. I have some nice sound effects over here when typing. Since they all start at the beginning, I'll put typing at the bottom here. I'll cut all this dead space in front of it. Okay, so the animation ends here. So I'm going to cut all this part out. I don't need it. Alright. Now I want to make it back into a compound clip. So I'm going to select all 3 of them and then Alt G on my keyboard. Now I have one compound clip. Now compound clips are good because it allows your timeline to look not so messy. It keeps everything in order for you. So like this is like one scene all inside a compound clip. Then you can move on to the next scene and edit it.